Ungawa kandirba bila hanon da kadi. Kazan timama pompar bindira ma. Katijir ka. Dinna handa tuma. Pula ko jeno ogban malle.
Wai ban mal na tanje.
Pula ko jeno ogban malle.
Apa da ko ma ba hu.
Da yin go bi ogban da pune. Greetings to you all, family, and welcome to the channel. It's your brother Prince Ayoko, sending my lovely greetings to you all from Tamale, the northern part of Ghana. How are you doing? How is your morning going? It's a lovely Monday morning, and I'm here at my neighbor's yam farm, and it's all about helping. It's all about helping people to survive. So, as you can see, I showed this yam farm a couple of months ago. But I'm bringing you on this other patch. Yeah, so that was about 2 months. Yeah, so that was like about 2 months ago, and now you can see the yam farm. The yam has grown all over the place. Look at all these places. That's yam you see. And all this yam is to feed his family, and sometimes he also share it with his neighbors, because whenever he harvests, he will just pass by and give me some of the yam for me to also take, for my family to eat, as well as me. So that is how we live here as, Ghanaians, especially we those who are in northern Ghana. The majority of the yam that Ghanaians eat is from the north. About 90% or 95% of the yam that Ghanaians consume daily is from the north. Not only yam, like corn, guinea corn, millet, cassava, sorghum, and all these kind of crops that we farm here. It's mainly from the north. So at any time when we start these farms, we come out to help people. Like this, my neighbor over there who is here, and then I decided to come and help him. So we are doing what we call the weeding. So usually after the yam heads is planted and it grows up. Once it grows up, usually we plant them on these mounds. These mounds that you see, that's where we plant yam. So when it's grown, these are the sticks that they use to support the leaves of the yam, or the branches of the yam. And when the yam starts to grow, definitely there's some weeds that also grows on the farms. So when it's done like that, some people use chemicals to spray the weeds in order not to work hard at their farms. But that is a big mistake, because when the weeds grow up and you farm them and you weed the weeds, when you weed the weeds, it turns into organic manure. The weeds itself, when it rots, it turns into manure for the soil. So it's not advisable for people to use chemicals to spray their farms, because they don't want to be actively working on the farms. That is not the best way. So my fellow Ghanaian farmers, I am appealing to all of you to do this indigenous practice that our ancestors, our fathers were doing. It's very important for me to share this with you, because sometimes we have to always remember that, our ancestors were already feeding themselves. They were already working at their farms even before these chemicals, invention. Chemicals cannot help us, please. It will rather kill us and kill everyone around us, including our loved ones. So just continue to watch how we do our weedings on our yam farms. So that's how we do after the yam is grown. This is exactly how we do. When I was a young boy at the village where my father ruled, this was the job that we do. This was the job that we do at the farms. And I never forget any of them. Everything that my parents taught me, I never forget about it. I never forget about it. And I still know how to do it, as you can see me doing it. This is exactly how we do. So when I weed it this way, the weeds automatically becomes manure for the crops. And this farm is a mixed farm. It's a mixed farm. He has yam here, he has cassava, and he has corn. So this is actually a mixed farm. And as you can see, that is my neighbor over there. My neighbor over there also doing his things. It's all about communal labor. This is how we call this here. We call it communal labor. Communal labor is when the community comes out to help each other, to make the community grow. That's what we call communal labor. And we love each other here. No one, no one has time to do things for only selfish gains. You understand? People don't do things here for only selfish gains. Whatever we do here, it's all about support and it's all about uplifting. So at least by the close of the day or any time when I'm ready to go back to my own work, I'll be able to push him forward a little bit. Because food is food and everybody eats food. So as we are all here doing all these farmings, that is our nature. Northerners are well known to be farmers. I mean, Northern Ghanaians are well known to be farmers. How do you see my farming techniques? My weeding techniques, how do you see it? Let me know how you see it. To the farmers who are watching me, let me know how you see my farming techniques. Because as I already told you from some of my videos, I'm a multi-talented man and a very hard-working prince. So I'm capable of doing any kind of job, especially when I want to do it. So to those of you who has been eating yam and you don't know where yam is coming from, this is where yam is coming from, the north. The northern part of Ghana. To my fellow brothers and sisters down south in Accra, Kumasi, Takoradi, Koforidua, Sinyani, Cape Coast. These are the areas that the yam is coming from. The yam that you used to make ampesi. So it's all about the culture. Farming is part of our culture. So it's all about the culture and it's all about farming in northern Ghana. I like farming. As a matter of fact, I like farming because when you are into farming, it helps people a lot. And it's also a good exercise. Farming is a good exercise. And as I always tell you, sometimes working so hard working so hard physically is much beneficial to the body and to the, to the pocket as well, than just wasting your time on the gyms or at the gyms. Because look, this exercise that I'm doing right now, I'm using that energy. I'm using that energy to help my neighbor. I'm using that energy to help my neighbor. And I'm also doing some kind of exercise. So it's just about, it's all about farming in northern Ghana and something that we call communal labor. It's all about farming in northern Ghana and what we call communal labor. My neighbor here, he's called Mbana Ngbana. He's a chief. That's his chieftaincy title, Ngbana. And as I always share with you, it's all about, helping people to live and to survive. Yeah. So we have corn here at the farms, and we have cassava. I'm going to show you the. So as you can see, I already told you that this is a mixed farm. So this is cassava that you see. This is cassava. This is his cassava farm, and then this is his corn. So he planted the corn together with the cassava, and then the yam is also separate, but he has a little bit of corn in the yam farm. So this little farm that you see can feed a whole family for over a year. These small farms that you see, it can feed his family for over 1 year without them buying food. This is real self-sufficient life that we all have to practice and has to work on. We can never be self-sufficient if we don't practice it. And we can never have, good health if we don't farm what we eat. So we have to practice all of this. And especially we Africans, we have the land. We have the land. The land is fertile. We have the resources. We have everything that can that we can use to farm our own food to eat. It doesn't have to take you. It doesn't have to take anyone to go to the shops to buy food to eat. The land is here. The crops is there. Everything is there. So all what you have to do is to just come out and use your energy. Even if you don't have land here to farm, you can farm on someone's land. This land here doesn't belong to my neighbor. It doesn't belong to this, to the owner of this farm. The land here belongs to my uncle. That is his house there that he's building. So as my uncle did not complete his house yet, my neighbor who is over there, as you see him over there, my neighbor over there is using the land. And he is not just using the land for free. At the end of the season, he can decide to give my uncle a little bit of the food. Either he gives him or not, it's not a problem. But it's just something that we do here. When you use someone's land to farm, at the end of the season, at least you give the person the food a little bit. The food that you farm on the land, you give the person a little bit. And it's all about, humanity and respect, as well as appreciation. So as you can see, look at how big the farm is. Though we consider it to be small. But this farm, if I'm not mistaken, it can even feed a family for 2 years. Trust me. Because he has yam, he has cassava, and he has corn. And soon his wife will come and plant pepper, okra, garden eggs, and so many vegetables here. And my animal's organic manure is not a joke. When you apply it into soil, it's very fertile. It makes the soil very fertile. So that is what we're doing here today, as you can see. And please do try to share this video as much as you can for everybody to benefit from what I'm sharing. And also do try to like the videos and consider subscribing my channel if you are new, and click on the notifications bell for more notifications about my important informations. And let's just keep the vibes going, the teachings. So this is another video from Prince Ayoko Technical University. Very important, because I share what is important. I don't just share videos for people to watch and laugh, but I'm sharing videos for people to know what is going on, the real lifestyle in the north, and the lifestyle that we as Ghanaians and Africans has to live. Because the youth of nowadays, I'm telling you, the majority of the youth of nowadays, they are very lazy. They don't want to work and see their sweat. You see, they don't want to sweat like the way I'm sweating. The youth of nowadays don't want to do that. They only want to make some shortcuts in making it, and that is not it. There's no shortcut to heaven. So it's all about teaching you how to farm. And we don't use gloves. We don't use any kind of tool that is kind of special tool. This is the tool that we use. We call it kuli. In Dagbani we call it kuli, and in English I think they call it a hoe. So that is it. This is a hoe, but in Dagbani we call it kuli. So that is what we use on our farms. So this one and machete or cutlass, these are the two tools that we use here. And the machete or the cutlass, we call it swa or karanti. So within a few months, our yam will be ready for harvest. And that's where we will start to eat our ampesi and our fufu. Yeah. That's the time that we will start to enjoy our ampesi and our fufu. Yeah. That's how we do. When we are busily working, we don't fear any kind of death. We just going with the flow. Okay, family, thank you so much for coming along. Thank you so much for watching. I have to end this video here and continue with what I'm doing. Till we meet on my next video, it's your brother Prince Ayoko sending my blessed love and greetings to you. And a happy Monday greetings to you all. Stay blessed, stay focused, keep on pushing through in life, never give up in life. Continue as much as you can to work towards overcoming your dreams. Try to be helpful to each other and try to be united. This is all what we want, unity. So stay blessed and have a wonderful and productive week. One love.